Inside the Cave now brings you the official store to get all things Cave Crush and Inside the Cave at cavecrushshop.com. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Cave Crush and like our Facebook page, Cave Crush Shop.
Turn that up a little, yeah, like that. Enough of the bullshit. It's time to go inside the cave with CB, Joe Dirt, Big Dog, Sid, Cousin Lamar, International D and Cat, and Valley Vale featuring Roland, Charles Hurd, and now introducing Sly.
Coming back. Boy.
The first segment.
It's time for the warm-up.
The A block.
Let's work it out.
You got 30 seconds.
On Inside the Cave.
No man, I know what's on your brain. You probably hope it never would have.
All right. I'm gonna go with Cat first. Now pay attention to it. This is real simple. This game is not really that hard. Sometimes people make it out to be harder than what it is, but it's really not that hard of a game. I'll tell you.
Yeah, get to the question.
All right, here we go. So, Cat, after serving 30 years for wrongly being accused of a robbery and arson, a Chicago man was set free. He walked out of Cook County Jail this week after serving 30 years, wrongfully being accused. The police actually forced him to...
Prosecuting attorney had nothing on him. They said, let him go. I did hear about it.
Yes. So, Kat, you got 30 seconds to name 3 things that has changed from 1987 to 2017 that guy is not prepared for.
That's a good one.
First of all,
the clock starts now.
Television doesn't have a big back anymore. Beepers no longer exist. And if he has a VHS of a movie, he'd have to find a VCR to play it.
Good luck with that. Yeah, he ain't gonna find that. All right, here we go.
Tim, I do have to tell you, he had to edit the game a little bit because CB was starting off with, oh, did you know Santa Claus delivered presents? Name 15 people you know with presents in their garage. Like, so you're coming in the game at a good time. Like, you can feel some confidence and accomplishment after this damn game.
We're gonna see how good she is. Okay. All right.
I'm reading the email now. I see it.
Okay, slide. Nicki Minaj posted a photo of her having a menage a trois with herself for Paper Magazine. You heard about that, right?
Yeah, I seen it too. Yeah,
you actually posted that in our group too. Yeah. So, So Sly, you got 30 seconds to name 3 sets of women who you would like to have menage a trois with. Your clock starts right now, and you can say Kat and Tiffany Simmons. I'm sure that'll flatter them.
Oh, no doubt. Let me get Janet. I'm gonna take Janet. Let me get Megan Good, and I'm gonna throw in I don't know her name, but I'm gonna throw in Stevie from the Parkers, the white girl.
Hey. Oh, yeah.
The white
Yeah, she had an ass. I remember.
What'd you say?
Little girl from Blossom, man.
Right. She had a nice.
No, not Blossom, from the Parkers.
That's the same girl.
From Moesha.
Same girl.
Same girl, man.
Well, I wasn't watching Blossom, but no. Let me retract that. I'll take Maya.
Whoa, no, you can't take
Maya on dope. Shit.
Whoa. Now, what we not gonna do? We don't.
Not that Maya.
No, I was thinking of the other girl.
The singer Maya.
I'm sorry.
No, the singer Maya. The singer Maya. R&B singer Maya. Cat crying.
mean Maya the singer. I just thought of.
It was about to go down.
Yeah, we don't talk about Maya on this show.
Just bring a bag of cocaine to that party. It's on, huh?
No. Listen. No, seriously. Do y'all know who I'm talking about for real? I was
talking about in the house, Maya.
Campbell.
Yeah.
From In the House.
I think
that's
my heart loves you so much, Tiffany. Like my heart really loves you so much. Oh my God, that was the best.
Hey,
Hell yeah.
Hell
yeah. Let's just start some shit. Let's quit tonight.
I know we don't do kill yourself and start over till later on. But Tiffany, you getting kill yourself and start over. If someone said when somebody say the name Maya, who the hell think of Maya Campbell? Like, who the hell think of that? I'm thinking Maya Angelou. I mean, come on.
Maybe she thought we were doing like a tributary, like we're also collecting money for her. If you buy a Cave Crush t-shirt, she'll get some assistance that she needs. I'm with you, Tiff. I'm with you.
Right. No, seriously, CB, see what had happened was he was talking about 90s shows and she just popped in my head as a chick he might have wanted to fuck. But I was like, dang. This is on drugs.
Okay.
It ain't my fault.
Okay. All right. Sid.
Yeah.
Sid, let's get to Sid real quick.
Why you so quiet?
Sid, Donald Trump helped with getting the UCLA players and LiAngelo Ball get their charges dropped from China, and they were sent back home to America. You heard about that, right?
Yeah, I heard about that.
Okay, you got 30 seconds to name 3 NBA players that played at UCLA. Your clock starts now.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Ed O'Bannon, Lonzo Ball, Bill Walton.
Oh, okay. That's pretty good.
Miller go to UCLA?
Who?
Reggie
Miller, yep.
All right, here we go. All right, Joe. LeBron James posts a photo of himself as the king of New York. You heard about that, right? You got 30 seconds to name 3 kings of New York not named Jay-Z.
Mr. Nasir Jones.
Okay.
Christopher Wallace.
Okay.
King of New York himself. Mr. Walker.
Who was that?
A.K.A. Frank Wright.
Frank White.
Okay.
From the movie King of New York.
Exactly.
You know who I was gonna think you were gonna say? My boy, from the mob movies.
Gotti.
No, the other one.
Joe Pesci.
Goodfellas.
De Niro.
Oh.
That's what I was thinking Joe was gonna say. Yeah. But good boy, Joe. Attaboy. You got him.
I thought Joe was gonna say T.I.
I hear one for Roland, but he ain't here. So I'll go to Tiffany Simmons. Tiffany Simmons, a lot of people compare you to Taraji P. Is that correct?
They do?
Yeah.
Every day.
Taraji P is starring in a new film called
Who did that?
What Women Want. I don't know if you heard about that.
I have heard of that. And Sly, I hear you talking shit, but I'll ignore it because I literally get it every day.
It wasn't me.
Who said it?
Anyway, Tiffany, you got 30 seconds to name.
Where you get that from, man? I ain't heard nobody say that.
Hey, Tiff, you got 30 seconds to name.
Let me answer my question, please. Shut the fuck up.
Tiffany, you got 30 seconds to name 3 Taraji movies. Your clock starts now.
Hustle and Flow, Baby Boy, Empire is the TV show. So do that count? Gotta be the movie. Benjamin Button is the last one.
So, can someone fact check that for me? I never heard of that movie.
Benjamin Button, The Curious Case of Benjamin Button.
I absolutely loved her.
The Curious Case of Benjamin
Yeah,
Button.
you got 30 seconds to name 3 people who say you look like Taraji P. Henson.
Motherfucker, I can show you the videos. Is that serious? I can play real videos of people saying that every day. I don't have to fucking lie.
Sid, I'm gonna give you another one since you talking shit. 10 years ago. 10 years ago this week, Jay-Z dropped American Gangster. You heard about that, right?
Yeah.
You got 30 seconds to name 3 producers on that album.
Diddy, Pharrell, and I don't know if Kanye just did some Jermaine Dupri.
Well, just did it. You got it with just. Nah, Jermaine Dupri ain't producing that.
Let's fact check on that Jermaine Dupri.
No, he didn't. It was no ID did. Yep. All right.
Hey, CV.
Yo.
Hey, I got a question for you. I got one for you.
Okay, I'm ready. No one ever has a question for me, but I'm ready. Let's go.
Oprah Winfrey is gonna be in that new animated movie, Star. Did you hear about that?
I did hear about that.
And the character she's playing is one of the mules, the jackasses that ride into town with the 3 wise men. You know about that?
Wait a minute, I think we're talking about 2 different movies. I don't think I heard about this movie.
She got one coming out in 20. You're right. She does have 2 movies coming out. One is in 2018, but the Star movie, the animated movie, is coming out this year, in a couple weeks or early December.
Okay, I'm going to get this wrong.
Animated.
Go ahead and answer. Go ahead and ask. I'm going to get it wrong. Go ahead and ask.
Name. She's playing one of the mules, one of the jackasses that the 3 wise men ride into town on, right?
Right.
Name me 3 black billionaires who you would pick to be the 3 jackasses in the animated movie.
You said 3 black billionaires?
3 black, other than Oprah Winfrey.
I don't know no other black billionaires.
You got 30 seconds.
Ain't no black
Your clock is started.
Look, y'all.
Your clock starts now.
It ain't no other black billionaires.
Your clock is. You got 15 seconds left.
Do y'all see the picture?
Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre ain't a billionaire officially, but I'll say Dr. Dre. And that's it.
No, Dr. Dre is a billionaire. He almost got a billion. He almost got $1 billion just off of iTunes. I mean, Apple.
No, they fact checked it. He didn't get. He was close to a billionaire. He didn't make it though.
Yeah, that was one check.
No,
he's worth $1 billion.
He ain't a billionaire, y'all.
What about Puffy?
No, he's not a billionaire. It's close.
No, Puffy not a billionaire.
So how you gonna ask me a question they ain't got no legitimate answer?
Now you see how we be feeling.
Yeah, get out of here, man.
Now you know how we feel, buddy.
Yeah, get out of here, man. All right, man. All right, let's get into this. This is our segment called Around the Cave. All right, go ahead, guys.
Your pictures, Tiffany.
What happened?
I seen your pictures.
Okay.
You keep them in your purse at all times?
No, I don't. Whatever.
By the way, Tiff, what are you promoting this week? You got anything you got going on?
I'm always having something good going on. This week, you can catch me doing the Good Girls Trap Habit book tour stop in my home of Atlanta, Georgia. I'll be at the Swag Shop ATL on Edgewood. That's Killer Mike's Barbershop. Come pull up 12 to 3. I'll be there on Saturday, signing books, giving some limited free legal advice and shooting the shit.
Hey, what's the craziest thing someone ever asked you for after you signed their book?
The craziest thing someone asked for?
Yeah,
I haven't had anyone ask for anything crazy after signing their book.
Ain't nobody never asked for like a kiss or feel on your booty, nothing like that.
Come on with Around the Cave, goddammit.
All right, my fault. Okay, all right. So Tiffany's sitting with us all day. So let's get into this our segment Around the Cave.
Uninterrupted, undisputed, and unedited. It's time to go Around the Cave.
All right, Kat, would you like to go first? Ladies first.
I would, and it'll be real quick. I want to do. Last year, I just went to the dollar store once and bought 5 gloves. And I didn't think anything of it, but I bought 5 pairs of gloves, and from that 5 pair of gloves, I wound up, giving out probably 100 pairs of gloves over the course of that winter. And all of it came from, me going to the dollar stores and people realizing, I put on Facebook like, hey, I've been doing gloves and I've been giving gloves to people, and they definitely were apt to it. So I want to do it again, and I want to kind of do it on a bigger scale. It's just gloves, hats, anything you can donate. I'm going to try to figure out like a donate site, because it's kind of fairly new that I want to do this, but I do want to do this. And hit me up on Twitter, Mama Cat Lee, MamaKatlee. I don't have any followers, like I don't use Twitter at all, but I will use it for this platform. I want to try to arrange for maybe 2 times before the end of the winter season, and that includes in Chicago for us all the way till February, March. There should not be anybody outside without gloves. Like that's impossible to think that there are people who don't have gloves, especially when they're $1. And people would come to the car and ask for change, and I would hand them gloves, and they would look at me like, I just gave them some.
Gave them a lump of coal or a bag of shit.
I've been having a rough time in my life these past couple years. So because things been rough for me, I feel like I want to do for others. So if you can, Mama Cat Lee, go on my Twitter. Let's figure out a way to, everybody buy, if you buy 5 pairs of gloves from the dollar store, that's $5. And if 20 people do that, then we can probably put gloves on many hands just in one area of the city. So let's kind of take it big. Mama Cat Lee at Twitter.
That's I ever give you the gloves back or smack you with the glove, like, I don't want this shit, give me some money.
Damn.
That's so.
For real, I thought that somebody would, right? Like, you begging for your change, whatever. But if I saw they didn't have gloves, I would hand them a pair of gloves. And Joe, for real, they would look at me like, damn, thanks so much. I needed that. So, it's just gloves, socks, just things that people need.
How you know somebody ain't got socks on?
Well, what I'll add
to
that, a lot of people that are homeless or in transition, they do ask for socks a lot because they don't have them. I used to feed the homeless on Sundays. Simmons Law, we would pull up to an area by the courthouse, and they got to know us, but a lot of what they would ask for is socks. So you don't know if they have them on, but that is something that they ask for, because a lot of times they're either wearing socks that's been that they've worn for all week long, or dirty socks. So yeah, socks is a big one for to donate to people in need.
You don't feed the homeless no more, they got full.
No, I still do it when I have time, but that costs money. And if someone wants to donate to Simmons Law Feeding the Homeless, they can feel free to PayPal or Cash App to support. But I was supporting that out of my own pocket, out of my own kitchen.
All right, Joe, what you got this week?
Let's see here. Oh, you know what I got? UCLA shit. Now, I've been listening to sports radio all day. They've been talking about what punishment these players should get. And I started thinking about it. I'm like, they shouldn't get punished for shit. Want to know why?
Why?
Because you have this one guy that raped this girl behind some garbage cans that went to Stanford.
Yep.
On the swim team. And ain't shit happened to him.
Nope.
Jack shit happened to him. So you want to discipline these kids for stealing something when you just let this rapist walk free? That's something to think about.
Good point.
That's a great
comparison. Good comparison.
Joe Dirt kicking the facts. All right, Sid, what you got?
I ain't got none.
Sly.
What I got Colin Kaepernick. He just got the GQ cover. And it reminded me of what Jay-Z said in one of his lyrics about charging people extra because he was on the cover of the magazine. And I was just wondering if that was a plot for us to go out, for us as black consumers to go out and buy that magazine, knowing that we don't, as black men, I don't think we purchased that magazine, but everybody was talking about it, posting it, going out to buy this particular magazine. And I can't think of the exact quote, but do you know the lyric that I'm talking about?
Yeah, he said I'm overcharging niggas for what they did to the Cold Crush.
And he said these rap mags.
Use my black ass.
Yeah. So advertising, give them more money for ads.
Exactly.
Thank you. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. So I thought about that, and I was like, they giving us something good, but they making a profit off of it. Ugly.
That's a great point, Sly. Never thought about it like that. Great point. All right, Tiff, would you like to say anything, promote anything? You got a minute or a minute and a half?
I can always promote what I have going on concerning my books. I am promoting my fourth novel. It's a trap novel called The Plug's Lawyer. It is a character named Tia Jones. She is a young girl from the hood that grows up to be a top attorney, but that doesn't come easy. She has to take the hard route because it wasn't handed to her. I am now currently doing the Good Girl with Trap Habit book tour. I'm pushing Pretty Girls Read with that. And that is encouraging our young ladies, our women, to be beautiful and smart. So that's the concept behind the Pretty Girls Read. December 2nd and 3rd, I'm hosting a writer's retreat in the Georgia mountains. We're renting a cabin, and at that retreat, we're going to talk to the 10 individuals that sign up about finishing their book. So if you're a person that's out there in the Atlanta area or Georgia area and you're looking to finish that book, you got a great story that you want to share with everyone, you need to come to that writer's retreat. And you can sign up on Eventbrite, and it's December 2nd and 3rd. My next signing is this weekend in Atlanta at the Swag Shop ATL. That's the rapper Killer Mike's, his barbershop, one of his barbershops, because he actually has 3 now. Congrats to him. He has one in Phillips Arena that's being built right now. My next date is Dallas, Texas, and I'll be out there. Shy in Dallas Hair Salon. We're doing a joint venture together. So yeah, check us out in Dallas, December 16th. If you want me to pull up to your school, your university, your bookstore, your whatever, your spot, your boutique, and definitely talk about The Plug's Lawyer or talk about legal stuff, hit us up. You can follow us on Instagram, Official Simmons Law, me, The Plug's Lawyer. You can call us at the office 404-461-8422. But I am excited to bring this new character to everybody out there. We got a new character to follow. It's gonna be bigger than Harry Potter. Like I'm telling y'all, it already is.
Hey Sly, you ever listened to the episodes that Tiffany was on with us?
No.
Oh, well, this will be perfect for you. Before I get to mine, I'll just ask these questions. So Tiffany, you can get a chance so you and Sly can meet. Tiff, tell Sly, heels on or heels off?
Heels off.
What, you changed your mind or something? It used to be heels on.
I said that? Well, yeah. Shit, these days I ain't fucking, so shit, I might be a little old maid now. I mean, well, I don't know.
Sly, you hear that?
What's your next question?
Sound like bullshit.
Hair up.
No, I mean, it just depends. Right now, I'm not, active. So I don't know. What's your next question?
Hair up or hair down?
Hair up, because you got to be able to, No.
To the side or take them all the way off? These are just for Sly, because Sly don't know.
To the side. Shit, get right to it.
Okay.
Fan.
So Sly, have you got a chance to meet Tiffany now? You guys meet each other? You guys are cool?
Yeah. We solid. We solid.
All right. For my Around the Cave, I'd like to reintroduce you guys to my alter ego again, the Black Bill O'Reilly. And I want to talk to you guys about noticing some stuff. I want to talk to you guys about Social Security. Remind me to edit that. Okay. Damn it, Joe, you took me off. Oh, shit. All right, let me bring him in. Now, for everybody that doesn't know, Social Security is that thing they take out for all the working in America. Social Security is that thing they take out your check every time you get paid. You look on there, it says SS, that's Social Security. They're taking that out. Now, what Social Security is supposed to be for is when you're all done working and you're retired, you're supposed to be able to get that money back. Now, the Republicans are going to fuck this economy up and fuck this country up to the point where there's probably not going to be any Social Security left by the time most of us get to the age where we're supposed to get Social Security. But that's a story for another day. But as of right now, Social Security is the money that's taken out your check that's supposed to be there for us later on. Now, my boss told me, when you retire, your Social Security, even though how much money you put in, is really only based off the last 3 to 4, maybe 3 to 5 years that you work. So you can have a great 2005 through 2010, but if you're 2011 through 2014 subpar, you didn't make that much money, they're gonna base your Social Security off of the last 3 to 5 years. Which leads me to the NBA. And I want to talk to you guys about a guy named Dwayne Wade. Now, Dwayne Wade, for the past 3 to 5 years, his stats have been going the wrong way. I mean, you're looking at a guy who once led the league in scoring, 30 points a game, 27. Last few years, he has been turned into a marginal Sean Livingston role player. It's always better to get out. Quitting while you're ahead is not the same thing as quitting at all. So, Dwayne Wade, I'm not for sure if he's even a Hall of Famer anymore. Dwayne Wade.
Yeah, I'll stop you right there.
Dwayne Wade has turned himself into a role player. Remember the Dwayne Wade that LeBron James went to the Miami to play with? That ain't Dwayne Wade no more. Dwayne Wade looks like a role player that shouldn't even be playing. Charles Barkley says this about Shaq all the time. Shaq retired in 2011, but he stopped playing in 2005. And I'm starting to think that Dwayne Wade, he might be on the court, but he stopped playing in 2011. And that is my round of page.
Give yourself a start over talking about
what the fuck happened to 30 seconds?
No, round the cave is a minute.
That was longer than a minute.
What the fuck happened to a minute?
That wasn't a minute. That wasn't over a minute.
That was over a minute.
That was not. Joe was over a minute. I wasn't over a minute.
I wasn't over no minute.
Said, was I right?
Look, no, don't ask Sid, was anybody right about anything? Sid ass is the motherfucking timekeeper. Every time somebody talks 7 seconds over what they supposed to, Sid ass, take your motherfucking. You are not in charge of the fucking time.
Okay.
Sid,
hey, you see your phone was breaking up when you was cussing me out. Your phone don't want you talking bad about me.
Hey, Sid.
Said the more is there in our group. Control the time.
Said, look at this.
Yo.
From 2012 to 2017, look, Dwayne Wade went from 21 points to 19 to 21, 19, 18.
You know what you expect.
Now he's averaging 9.
No.
I don't know, brother. I don't know.
They ain't asking the same thing ever, man. He old. That's happened to all the greats.
I don't know if
he's stick around too long.
I don't know if he's a Hall of Famer.
I don't know if you smoking crack with Maya or not.
Hey.
He's smoking crack with Maya.
Hey, remember this? Reggie Miller wasn't the first round Hall of Famer, bro. So
yeah, but he ain't got no rings like D Wade. D Wade carried the championship team.
All right, one. He carried one. I'll give him one. But
so he carried one more than a lot of motherfuckers that's in the Hall.
No, brother.
Thought-provoking ignorance with special guests and Cave Crush interviews. Inside the Cave. Now that's how you podcast.
Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. Think about it.
Inside the Cave.
Are you enjoying this episode of Inside the Cave? Well, get your ass up and rate us on iTunes. Inside the Cave Podcast. 5 stars or kill yourself and start over.
Get the latest in cave fashion at cavecrushshop.com. That's cavecrushshop.com.
Follow Inside the Cave on Instagram at Inside the Cave and at Cave Crush for the hottest women on the planet. Like Inside the Cave on Facebook, Inside the Cave Podcast, and follow Inside the Cave on Twitter at Cave Crush. Inside the Cave. Thought-provoking ignorant guy talk with special guests and Cave Crush interviews.
The question of the day.
First question of this week is for the ladies. Have you ever been approached by a couple and asked to be a part of a threesome, to join a woman and her husband or boyfriend in a threesome?
Yeah.
Can I finish the question?
I mean, you act like you scared to ask. So yeah.
What happened? I want to know the story. Like, we want to know the story. What happened?
Set it out.
What happened? I mean, I've been asked more than once, but in each occasion, I mean, different results happened. I mean, I didn't necessarily want none of them scenarios. The funny thing with me is they were attracted to me, but I wasn't attracted to them. But you know, cool people. I was flattered because I mean, it was flattering, but no.
What about the other outcomes? Who got some pussy and who didn't?
Yeah, like what's
I've never done it. I've never done it, but I've been asked. People have asked at least 4 or 5 times. Huh?
What's the story? Like, other than you saying, can you expound on that? The story. What's the story? How were you approached? And did she flirt with you, fondle you before you told them no?
No, that's because you just want to hear some bullshit. No.
I want to hear the story.
No, I mean, it's been different. I've been asked that on a lot of occasions. One time I was in Jamaica, and I mean, when they were, of course, they'll try to flirt. Men and women, they'll try to flirt or talk. With that particular situation, I just, we ended up being cool.
Just tell the story. Just tell the truthful story. Just tell the story.
I'm telling you, I've never fucked a married couple. I'm just telling you, I don't know the details.
I want the story.
The details of every story because I've been asked that on multiple occasions, and I've never wanted to fuck the married couple. I've always handled it cool. Like, I ain't never gonna just, let you disrespect me or I disrespect you. So I've always played it cool with the male or female. Most times with me, it be the nigga that say something first, and then the woman might go along with the conversation or come in with the conversation. It's never been where a woman has approached me and then said me and my husband. It's always been either both of them standing there or the man saying something. So most times, of course, the nigga probably think I'm fine as fuck and just want to bring his woman along for the ride.
How you know that's what he think?
That Taraji thing. Yeah, that Taraji thing. Right? That fantasy fuck. That
ain't no Taraji thing. It's because nigga, I look good. It ain't.
They want to call you Cookie. They want to call you Cookie.
Tiffany looks good. Well, some people do call me Cookie, but you can't call me Cookie.
Okay, Kat, you're a lady. Have this ever happened to you?
I mean, like Tiffany says, it happens a lot, and I cannot even participate in this. This is foolishness. Like, this is tomfoolery. You're on here asking people to kiss and tell, which is kind of classless, because if it has happened, Like, I'm not gonna advertise it because that's not my style. And I mean,
well, no,
it has happened.
Well, I think what he wants to know is how, like, do they approach you? You know. Like,
but see, there we go. Now I'm a little pissed because guys pay a lot of money online to hear freaky tales. And you want like a free freaky tale.
Look, she said the game is to be sold, not to be told.
I'm just saying, like, it's people who pay for that type of top secret information. And I understand it, and I love your Facebook. I think it's totally wonderful for those people who participate. But even if I have a response, I never do it on Facebook. Because number one, like, I'm a lady. So I don't kiss and tell, and I don't, let the world tell it. I don't know what sex is. Let the world tell it. Like, I may be great at what I do, but that's none of your business. Like, I think that this is a silly question. Every woman on the planet, I can clarify it for you guys. Every woman on the planet has probably been asked to be in a threesome, and I've been asked by personal friends. And it's like, no, I know I'm fantabulous and I'm a great personality and you would love to see the magic for me. So, like, no, I'm not going to do it. Like, it's not as freaky as you would think it is. It's not that freaky. When you're the person on the other side being asked by a couple, it's kind of like looking me. You think I'm cute. You would never walk up to a woman in a bar and say, hey, sleep with me. Like, that's not the story. That story isn't true. So for a couple to do it, it's almost like an insult. Like, wait a minute, who do you take me as? I mean, I think you guys are a great couple, but if you guys can't handle it with each other, I'm for damn sure not Dr. Phil in y'all relationship right now. Like, that's not where I'm going. So I just, just rethink it a little. I think that's a touchy subject, and most husbands and wives, I don't think, want us to talk about it either. So,
good answer, Kat. Good answer. Classy.
Well, the biggest crock of bullshit I heard in 10 days.
All right, for all our listeners that want some real answers, go to our Facebook group.
All right, go on the Facebook for the ratchet answers. You're not going to get it here because the ratchet is pretty low in this area.
They're not all. You're
definitely ratchet. I'm sorry, Sly. You're not ratchet. CB said was going to get my kill yourself and start over, but I'm leaning to Sly a little bit because these like high school questions, but these are like juvenile questions. Like, you're an adult man, so I'm sure you've asked an adult before, and you're asking like freaky tales on Facebook. Like, are we serious here? Like, are you for real? Is that where we are? You on Facebook and not acting freaky?
Bro, hey, people answer.
I'm not saying it's anything wrong. Like I said, I think it's a great thing, but I just can't feel people answer. Like, this is personal shit. Grow up. Like, we're adults. So if you got to do it on Facebook.
Hey.
So when ladies sit in the beauty salon, they had girls trip or girls night out and shit, all this type of shit comes up, Kat.
Hey.
I'm not saying that it doesn't, but I say the difference between men and women is you guys gave it a term. You gave it locker room talk or whatever, you call it.
That came from ladies. That came from women.
Nobody's transcribing my words and typing it into Facebook. We're having the conversation. We're having a discussion. And there's some I think, and again, I just can't participate in it. That's not my style. As much as I love it and I read it, Sly, let me correct it. I get on it, but any kind of response, you'll never get it out of me because it's like, are you serious? Like, I'm a mother. Like, I'm not going to put that shit on social media for people to see. Like, that's silly.
You gotta get your alias, Kat. You gotta get your alias.
No, it's like, no, I got to grow up and realize there are some things that I put out there in the world, and there are other things, and I don't know what happened, but like, technology made privacy something that you can click on and off on your phone. No, privacy has nothing to do with your phone and everything to do with your mouth.
Well,
so I think,
Hey, don't ruin our group, Kat. All right, so everybody that's listening, hey, go to our Facebook group and get the juicy answers. Did you put that yet?
Not gonna be on there.
What's that?
Slide,
like I can't even. And some of the questions I really do want to respond, but I don't know, maturity. I don't know. Like I just don't feel like I can respond to that.
Did you post that question in the group yet?
Yes, I did.
All right, cool. So everybody that's listening, please go join our group if you haven't already. Answer those questions. We'll, like I said, we're giving out gifts. You know what I'm saying? It's the end of the month, next month. So best answers. And it's a way on there that me and Sly can check, you know, who's participating and all that kind of stuff. So, hey, we're serious as a heart attack on this show. We got you. All right, that's Sly's question. That's Sly's first question. We got a lot more to get into. We're going straight to Cat's Corner now, right?
Got a problem? Need some advice? Send your questions and problems to Cat for Cat's Corner on Inside the Cave.
What heard that with the sports update?
Damn it, Joe. All right, let's get into this. This is Cat's Corner. So Cat will answer first, and then the rest of everybody else will get into. This is from Charles, not Charles. Never mind. Stop it, Joe. This is from Charles. I'm a 43-year-old and have been messing with this 26-year-old. For the most part, she is perfect for me. She got the perfect body, no kids, and makes good money as a waitress. And in parentheses, he put at the strip club. As a matter of fact, remind me of this. Sly, I think this is one of your guys. This is it. Anyway.
Why you be airing people out?
Oh, okay, my fault.
Man, this your brother, ain't it?
No, man, I mean, he set the group up anyway.
God damn.
All right, my bad. Remind me of that.
Your favorite words, remind me of that.
All right. It's just one problem. Her feet stink. I mean, they smell really bad. I thought it was me at first, but when went down. Oh, okay. When I went down.
Nigga, you can't read.
No, it don't. Okay. But when I went down to suck on her toes, I realized it's all her. I can't understand how a woman this fine feet can smell this bad. That flaw in her has made me realize how much I don't like her being a waitress because all the flirting she does. Am I being too petty, Cat? And what would you all do, Cave?
Cat, you want to go first?
Yeah, Cat goes first.
I know what you guys are going to say, but I'm going to say number one, like, shame on him for being 40 anything and still, like, I don't know, addressing people's, like, things. You know, I always speak on this show about fixable things and things that aren't fixable. You know, if somebody's a sadomasochist murderer, you can't really fix that. You're not a psychologist or a psychiatrist. You can't fix mental issues. But things like smelly feet, from not a woman who sat on a couch all day, but a woman who worked. You know, you would think at that age you would be a little bit more proactive, I guess, in her betterment if she's bettering you. But the first thing you did mention was like, oh, she looks great, her body. So I'm more concerned, like, are you with her for your benefit and not for a relationship? Like, if smelly feet are a turn off to you, then they were a turn off to you when you met her. So it's not her fault that you with a smelly foot bitch. Like, that was your decision. Because if that was a turnoff, that was a turnoff. If you don't like, if her feet, again, I guess I sympathize because it's like, man, she's at work. It's not as if she was, you know, just laying on the couch and she just smells like she's working. So that's easily fixable. That's easily rectifiable. If you like her, see, I don't think you like her. And that's the problem. Like, you don't really like her. You just like being around her and kicking it with her. And you think she's gorgeous. And she probably, again, does something for you. But if smelly feet is a turn off to you, then you're not, I guess, you don't like her very much. Because people who like each other, they fix each other. And if that's a problem that you just, you know, can't find a solution to, then you're not interested in her. And again, that's not her fault. Because she was a waitress when you met her. So her feet smell when you got with her. But you want to suck toes. Like, you know you with a smelly foot lady and you want to, like, suck toes. And then My problem is, as an adult, you just say, damn, baby, your feet stink. Let's go wash them so your feet can smell good. Like, grow up.
Are you
Be a
kidding me?
grown up. Not at all. I think that that's very foolish of you guys to miss an opportunity to make a situation better for you. Niggas will sit with a smelly foot bitch instead of suggesting that she go wash them. Like, that's an easily rectifiable problem.
No, you are
and
so
she
wrong.
steals from you every day. I guess, and I know you guys would disagree, but I think that's extra petty. She's not like, going through your pockets while you're sleeping. She's not going through your phone. She works hard, and if you were a construction worker and you had fucked up fingers, like I would not leave you. Like that would be a reason for a woman to not be with a man. Doesn't matter if he's a goat.
Got your house smelling like corn chips.
But that's an easily rectifiable problem. You
Spray her feet with air freshener.
Foot odor is easy to fix. Like crazy is not.
Can I?
Foot odor. Yeah, I'm done.
Okay,
Go ahead,
before you guys get in, I just got to bring up one point that Kat is missing. Kat, that man said he is 43 years old and he's messing with a 26-year-old. She is supposed to be perfect. There ain't no such thing. She ain't supposed to have nothing bad about her at all. No kids, no nothing. Hey, look, she's 26. Nah, he's right. Her feet shouldn't be stinking. I don't give a fuck what she do. That's terrible.
Well, then shame on him because he was 26 at one point and somebody put up with his funky foot ass. So, like, don't never forget, my nigga, where you came from. Never forget where you came from. Like, don't come at me like this lady is stealing from his pockets. Like, this lady's feet stink. This is the easiest shit on earth to fix. And he don't want to fix it because you're right, CB. You're right. She's 26. She's supposed to be fucking perfect. Well, he's obviously not. If he's 43, still auditioning bitches. Like, at 43, you should have a good system going that you know good smelling bitches.
Now, Kat,
like,
what you're not going to do is judge our listeners. You're not going to judge our listeners. These people took
I'm
time out there.
definitely judging. I'm judging those people
who
feel
wrong.
like their feet don't stink ever.
You already
give me a fucking break.
Yeah, you know,
it's
already
not like he said her fingers didn't stink. It's not like he said her elbows stink. Feet's supposed to fucking stink. Grow up. Like, give me a break. You
already put down our Facebook group.
Like me, you know what I mean?
You know, already put down our Facebook.
We don't know what you mean.
Now you putting down our listeners.
I feel bad for this guy because now he's going to leave her for a bitch who got, like, eczema. Like, every bitch got a problem. Just because you can't see it or identify it doesn't mean she doesn't. And just because she's 26 don't mean her problems ain't up front right now. It may only be stinky feet with this bitch. The next bitch may have ear infections all the time. You don't fucking know. Like, at 43, you be thankful a 26-year-old is even looking at you.
Said.
At a 26-year-old looking at it, and I'm defending her again because I've dated. I prefer older me. So at 26, I definitely would have dated a 43-year-old. And I would have been very disgusted at myself to pick somebody who was like, well, man, your feet stink. We can't be together. Like, how dare you? How dare you at 43 fucking with me at the strip club? Like, this dude sounds like a pastor. He's at the fucking strip club meeting this girl, and she works. She's working hard. She sounds like a good individual, of the taxpaying citizen. And this motherfucker.
I don't want to be accused.
No, I'm
time keeper.
Force day on.
Go ahead. What's up, CV?
Do you know how bad bitch feet must stink for a nigga to write in about it? That's all I gotta say. Go ahead.
This what I don't understand. This is some of the dumbest shit I've read in my life. This really is. This 43-year-old nigga, something gotta be wrong with him. Because he go from everything cool, she got stinky feet, and so he changed her stinky feet into him realizing he don't like her working at the strip club because she flirt. This nigga lying all the way. This nigga lying. What the fuck do her stinky feet have to do with her working at the strip club flirt? Nothing. This nigga don't want her working at the strip club. She ain't a waitress. She's a stripper. Nigga. She ain't sitting there. She ain't serving drinks in full-length clothing.
She's serving pussy.
She's serving pussy.
Right. Yeah.
He's going to use the stinky feet and what he perceived to be stinky feet as an excuse to break up with her because she won't leave the strip club. That's all this is. This nigga's lying. Ain't no nigga gonna say your feet stink, so I don't want you working at the strip club flirting with other men.
Yeah.
Well, he don't say that. He asking is he being too petty? That's all he was asking Cat, and Cat took it way enough. And he asking the caveman, what will we do?
Look, man, like I'm one part on board. I'm one part on board with Cat. If you 43 years old and don't realize that you can just have a conversation and say, hey, your feet game ain't right. Can you wash your feet or let me wash your feet? If you like it like that. He don't like it like that. He gonna use that as an excuse to get out of the relationship or whatever they doing because she ain't leaving the strip club, and that's what he want.
I never thought about it like that. Great point.
See, that's what you got. You got to think it's deeper than rap. This thing, just I don't understand from reading the email. Her problem is her feet stink. Now that flaw made me realize how much I don't want her being a waitress at the strip club.
Right.
Because her feet stink. Like her feet ain't gonna stink if she work at Walmart.
Maybe her feet smell like the strip club there.
Yeah, he got other problems. And she do too. Yeah, he don't want to be with her. Charles, listen. Hey, like dogs say, who you trying to fool?
Yeah.
Okay? You don't want to be with her. You need to get out of the relationship. The feet is the best thing you can come up with instead of just telling the baby leave the club or this, that, and the third, or we gonna work something out. Nah. Nigga, her feet probably don't even stink. Nigga, them your feet.
All right. Joe.
Like I said, maybe her feet smell like the strip club. Tell her to put some deodorant on them motherfuckers or something. God damn. Keep some shoes on your feet.
Baking soda.
If you actually shoes on, heels on, the heels up, keep them motherfuckers on.
Tiffany Simmons, would you like to comment on this stinking foot lady?
No, I don't, but I do. Well, you know what? I will say this, and I'll be brief. A lady always supposed to smell nice, as my grandmother Irene Taylor used to say. Rest in peace, Granny. So she need to get it together. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Goddamn toes. The hell you down there doing by her feet, sucking her damn feet? That's nasty. Keep your feet out your goddamn mouth.
Yeah, you gotta stop.
That's how you get athlete's mouth.
Right.
Hey, y'all gotta stop judging our listeners, man. Hey, we don't judge on this show.
Talking on Toe Jam and shit. Yeah.
Athlete's mouth. Sly, you got anything before I move on to the next one? Because I don't think
wait to piggyback off what Tiff just said. I was gonna say, what the hell is the upbringing, the mother? Usually women teach the daughters about keeping their feet clean. So it didn't mention her feet were dirty. It just mentions that they stink. And it used to be a phrase like, if you dating a woman with dirty feet, stop dating her, because the feet are the first thing that should touch the bathtub. So it should be no reason why her feet are dirty, but her feet stink. They're not mentioning that they're dirty. So there are options. Now, what would I do? What would I do if a woman's feet was stinking? Obviously, shower, have a foot scrub, a pedicure session. Something got to happen for a person to get the idea. You got to tell them. You just got to swallow your spit and tell them. But it sounds like he's fucking pretty good and he wants to keep that going.
All right, Kat, give you the last word.
Everybody should bathe thoroughly. Hardworking people need love too. You work at a strip club, you could get dirty feet. That's it.
You get a bunch of dirty stuff in the strip club.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man. All right, let's go to the next one. Hopefully we help you, Charles. You guys think we help Charles? All right, let's get into this. This is from Thomas. Thomas says, my wife, now check this out, because I actually went through this. My wife has been talking a lot to me about life insurance, about my life insurance policy and how I need to get more life insurance. I feel uncomfortable because the other week I asked her if I needed a kidney would you give me yours? She said no, because she doesn't agree with my excess drinking and doesn't believe wasting her organs for someone other than our kids. But she is my wife, for better or worse. Should I sign over new life insurance for someone who wouldn't give me a kidney? Cat?
Okay, there are life insurance policies that could specifically designate who the money goes to. So you can definitely get out 1 million life insurance policies and put that your children are the only beneficiaries. You are in control of who receives your remains after you leave this earth. So you definitely would. Everybody should have life insurance, and if you don't have it, you should definitely strive to get it, because there are a lot of GoFundMes out here to bury people, and that's a very easily, again, rectifiable thing by just, finding a policy that fits your budget and being able to pay into it every month. So if you can buy a shot of Patron at the club, you can buy life insurance policy for the month. So with that being said, I do think it's kind of funny that she said she wouldn't give you a kidney, which again tells me a little bit more about you as an individual. I think that's a little bogus, but at the same time, that's just me. I don't have a husband who is the head of my household. So if someone was the head of my household, you don't have to wonder why, honey, because I never said yes. So if somebody is the head of my household, I definitely do. I guess you have expectations of them. And how you live your life for your family is important. So if she feels like she doesn't want to, give you a body part because you're going to abuse it, hey, the hospital won't give you her body part if you're going to abuse it. So it don't have anything to do with her. But when it comes to life insurance, it's definitely a legal way to ensure that your children receive it. If you feel like, she's going to stab you to take your money before with the unconscious death, then that's a different situation. But you can definitely assure that the life insurance is for people who are left after you. So even if you don't want to give you a kidney, I'm sure you don't want to give her all of your debt. So it's not really about a body part, more so than making sure that when you die, we don't have to sell T-shirts at your funeral to pay for it.
Damn.
I would go to a funeral and they selling T-shirts, I'm leaving.
For real.
That's just point blank, period.
Hey.
Selling plates as a repast, I got to go.
Selling plates.
Right. We got, it's a lot of people who, and I understand untimely death is unfair. It doesn't come when you got money in your pocket usually. It usually comes untimely. So it's definitely, I'm sure Tiffany can speak more on legally what you can do. Like, is there's a way you can specify who receives, your money when you pass?
Yeah. Is there a what?
Is there a way to specify who receives the money after you pass if you have a life insurance policy?
Yeah, on your policy, you have the beneficiaries listed on there.
So there you go. You ain't got to worry about if you want to be petty and not leave her shit because she won't give you a kidney, then go right ahead. You legally within your right to do it. But, it's definitely a good look to have some life insurance.
Yeah, I wouldn't get that nigga no kidney either.
No, I not said.
Fuck him. What are you doing all that drinking for? You had 2 good kidneys. You excess drinking. You destroyed your kidney. Now you want one of mine, and you gonna keep on drinking? It ain't my responsibility to give you something that you fucked up there on your own. No. You can't have shit out of my body.
Well, if you stop drinking, people fuck up all the time.
They give you extra days out work. Said if you do it.
Nah, I'm straight. I'd rather go to work.
Talk to the wrong person. That nigga live at work.
I'd rather go to work. I'd rather go to work than go on vacation with a bunch of goddamn complaining, crying ass, begging ass. I'll go to work. Y'all gonna have fun. Vacation is staying at home when ain't nobody there.
Yeah.
Don't you increase that policy, man. She gonna kill you anyway.
But to Cap point, the money is so your family don't suffer when you go. I mean, you got a mortgage payment and other shit like that.
All they gonna do is bury you, give you the cheapest motherfucking funeral. Then they gonna have a damn repass at the house, so they ain't gotta pay for shit. JJ's get some damn chicken. Put it out.
How you know he from the shop?
The house is a universal place. Black folks know where it is too. Where we going? We're gonna meet at the house. We all know where that
JJ
house
get a couple
is.
pans of chicken. And they gonna spend the rest of your money after she kill you. That's all that is.
Damn.
Big Mama gonna make that upside down cake, and it's gonna be fat too.
Well, y'all ain't right, man.
Yeah, I mean, shit. But I for real, I wouldn't give him no kidney though. Tell him nigga fuck him.
Don't get that extra money on that policy.
Y'all ain't right, man.
I would get motherfucker something out of my body. You up here fucking up. Shit.
You can update the insurance policy and then just change the will. Change the will and your beneficiary if you want to. That's all you need to do.
All right.
The money to his kids. His wife taking care of his kids, so she gonna get the money anyway.
Nah, they hold it till they 18, till they legal age, I think.
Yeah, that's true.
He can put it in a trust. You know what I'm saying? Kids turn 21.
So
you can put
your family out here, especially if you got debt.
Yeah, but she can't afford to pay that mortgage, and then your kids don't get it till they 18 and they 7. That motherfucker gonna be hurting for 11 years.
Well, you can siphon it out. You can siphon it out like allowance. Every month it's a certain amount that come out of it to go toward paying the bills. Like you can still pay the bills from the grave.
Man,
all you need is enough to cover your funeral.
God damn.
A $10,000 life insurance policy.
So basically, it's pointless to kill you.
10,000, your ass getting buried in a Payless shoebox.
Let your damn you in pieces.
That's a whole nother scam, Cat. That's a whole nother scam right there.
Ain't it so? Ain't it? I unfortunately had to bury a baby, and they was real life, like showing me like clear caskets. Are you serious? This bitch should be under the ground. What I look like, man? A clear casket.
Yeah, they take advantage.
Did they have any problem, if you don't mind me asking, did they have any problem asking you about the family about the insurance policy and how much it was?
Yeah,
that was the very first question. Exactly. And unfortunately, it was a baby. It's like, well, she wasn't on God's earth long enough to have a policy out, but they wanted to know exactly how much the policy was worth.
Wow.
Because they want to know if you're going to get the platinum package, they're going to sell you the platinum package or the dirt package.
I definitely got the Illinois Link package in that bitch. I wanted to see itemized like a motherfucker. I'm like, so, wait, we don't need 4 gloves. Let's do 2 gloves and a scarf. I'll bring the extra gloves.
You know what, though? Also,
donate some of them gloves you bought from the dollar store?
Man, they like, well, the gloves are $7 a piece. Like, nah, I can make them, baby. We don't need them gloves. I can bring my own. We're going to have our own. Don't worry about it.
Well, on a serious note, though, I know like a couple of my uncles and especially my wife's side, they actually, what they did like 20 years ago, they went and bought basically everything for their funeral. So the family wouldn't get taken advantage of. They went and bought their own casket already. They went and bought their grave spot and all that kind of stuff.
That's the way to do it. I don't want to trust you niggas. I don't want to trust you niggas to my last days. Now I done been buried in my worst dress. I got the terrible makeup on my face. It ain't gonna happen to me. Not to me. I'm gonna make sure everybody who's supposed to be in line be in line. For real.
Ooh, I don't know. That's creepy to me. I don't know if I could plan my own funeral. I could plan.
Okay, then don't. And take a watch. You'll see what happens. They gonna
take a watch. Take that nigga in the next room.
Motherfuckers gonna go through your pockets and your casket. People is dirty. Okay.
CB, ask your wife. Ask your wife could to plan your funeral for you right now. Like in the next week or two, ask her to write it out and plan it right now, and see what she come up with. It's a real story. She should be able to do it. She should be able to do it, man, all by herself. But that's some real shit. Like bury me with some wood. I'm gonna buy the wood and a bunch of markers, and I don't need no obituary. Y'all, I'm gonna give staple guns to everybody, and y'all can staple pictures and write on the casket right before it hit the dirt.
A good friend of mine buried her husband, and the expenses that came with that. It was astronomical. Simple shit like a damn boutonniere for a damn man in a casket. She's buying flowers for an individual body. Like, he ain't even in it no more, but he got a $20 boot. He's got it. The expenses that you leave your loved ones, they add up, because again, like you mentioned, CB, it's not just little bills. Like said, it's mortgages. Like, don't you got a cell phone bill due on the 5th? Like, the world doesn't stop because you have stopped. So anybody, and I guess at least this could be our final point. Be responsible for your existence. And I didn't have life insurance. Like, everybody's got to get it. And it's not necessarily, if you want to stuff it in your mattress, by all means, stuff it in your mattress with your last wishes. But let people know what to do, because the people that are left are hurt and they're broken. And you asking a bunch of broken, hurt, broke people to put you away. That's a big responsibility.
That's real talk. That's real talk. I agree with you.
All right. So if anybody got anything else, we'll go to kill yourself and start over.
See something effed up? Talk your shit. Kill yourself and start over on Inside the Cave.
All right, Joe, what you got this week?
Ball can kill himself and start over for talking about exact words, that it wasn't a big deal that his son was over there stealing. What kind of son are you raising?
Right. You know what, Joe? That was actually going to be mine. You got another one? Because I want to ask you something about that.
That was the only one.
Well, I want to give my kill yourself and start over to the American government. And the reason why is this. And Tiffany, you're not going to like this. But here's the problem. This man went over to China, this boy went over to China, and they said, if you get caught stealing, you can serve 10 years in prison for stealing. Now, over here in America, we's like, that's a petty crime. But just think about that. That's stealing. If someone walked into your house and stole something, you're going to beat the hell out of him because that's stealing. But over in America, we think of that as a petty crime. And that's stuff that has been trickled down since America's existence. And I really believe, and I know it's too late to do this now, but I hate to say it, lawyers, these smart-ass lawyers, done fucked up the judicial system to the point now where stealing has turned into, well, it's just a petty crime or whatever. It's stealing. You can't steal from somebody. That's
how much you steal.
Regardless of what, that you broken the 10 Commandments. Stealing is breaking the 10 Commandments. I really believe that if we were grown up to know that if you steal from somebody with your right hand, they will cut your right hand off. No one would ever steal. If you rape someone, they will cut your dick off. If you were taught that from the beginning, but what happens in America is we say, oh, you can get away with that. Now you only have to serve a year or two for that. It'll be all right. That gives people leeway to do shit. Just think about it like this. We tell everybody you're supposed to be married. Okay, you get married. But they got a whole bunch
damn, nigga, you going on and on.
Okay. You guys understand what I'm trying to say, though. Anybody agree with what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, shut the fuck up.
No, I feel what you're saying.
No, you don't.
I feel what you're saying, CB.
You don't. You lying like a motherfucker.
I don't agree with a fucking word. Like, are you serious? Like,
don't be stealing for years, man. Fuck up.
I agree. I mean, because we do this stuff because...
So you mean to tell me somebody went to a country that is not their original country and they committed a crime that is very clear what the consequence is, and you're like saying like, well, it's America's fault?
Yes, it's America's fault.
Like, are you serious?
Because if America didn't tell people that stealing is not that bad. See, if you steal out of
America, what happened in America is people stole because they were hungry. And somebody had to say, well, we can't lock all the fucking hungry people up, so we got to make it a lesser charge.
Niggas ain't just stealing because they're hungry now.
Niggas stealing because they greedy.
Because they're affluent We're not talking about people stealing because they were, and CB, you know how I am. If that is a mental disorder, then that is separate. If your sociopathic ways make you believe that you can take from people, that's not okay. But are you saying that America is wrong for giving lesser charges to someone stealing baby formula?
No, man, we ain't talking about baby formula. Niggas stealing all type of shit. They ain't got nothing to do with being hungry.
If it was set
But
up,
I'm just saying, like, whatever reason, like what happened in America, people stole for reasons. It wasn't a thing. That's what makes us different from every other country. Democracy says.
But when you say stuff like that, then someone will say, "Well, I only raped her for a reason. I hadn't had no pussy in a while." So
and our problem here in our country is we don't investigate. Well, what was the reason? Are you mentally incapable of being around a woman before you could rape her? That's a separate issue. We don't talk about mental health. We only deal with, and jail has now become the place where we deal with mental health. So there are people with real issues that we think will feel better if we put them in a cage. That's America's problem. Other countries, they want to make it clear what their consequences are. And that's just unfortunately not the way we can do it in a country where there are, the 1% have the most amount of money.
That's why
the 1% have the most amount of power.
That's why in China they don't commit the same stupid ass crimes that we commit over here. They don't take the same risk.
But that doesn't mean that. But also in China, you can only have one child. And I definitely don't want that communist regime on my womb. Like, there are things about that type of, social build-up that works for some people. But no, you can't go into their country and be like, but I'm from America. It's different. Like, you can't go into someone else's country and do what you think will get you a lesser charge. Why is he stealing in the first place again? Like, what did he steal?
Glasses.
Sunglasses.
The man is rich. His dad just bought him a Lamborghini the other week.
How foolish. How foolish. And maybe he'll learn a lesson now.
And it was three of them now. It was three of them. And we don't know which one actually, I don't know which one did it. They said there was other stores involved. And one thing about China is that blacks aren't seen there at all. So when one shows up, 2, 3, a whole team of them, they're a spectacle.
They should get
Everybody's
together
looking
and
at
go
them.
steal glasses, especially if their dad's like a professional athlete. They should definitely get together and go steal glasses.
And by being 18-year-olds, they don't know this. Of course, traveling abroad, they don't know this.
And what's sad is no one said no. They shouldn't steal glasses. Like, stop excusing it. You're excusing behavior. He was wrong. Go to jail. Especially in China. You know it's wrong.
It's America's fault.
It's America's fault, like CB said.
Yep.
Convenient.
We got these smart ass lawyers that get people off on crimes all the time, and now people think that they can do whatever they want to do. We got the traps lawyers. They come in there. I'll just play it. No, but we need the lawyers now. But I'm just saying it's a pattern now. We taught that you can get away with that. Nah, you can do this. You can do that. You can do this. You can do that. It's a train of thought. Just think about it like this. They got the speed limit is 65. Every car you buy goes 150 miles per hour. Why? If you get caught speeding, it's just a ticket. Okay, but if the law is 55 miles or 65 miles per hour, why are we making cars that goes 150 miles per hour? Where in America can you go 100?
Because you'll buy them. Even though you could possibly get a ticket, you're gonna buy them. That's why they make them, because you're gonna buy them. That's America. That's how it is here. It's not that way everywhere. Yeah, we're gonna sell you
so what you're saying,
a handgun that's not necessarily.
So what you're saying, Kat, in America, we have an incentive to break the law.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that if you're silly enough to break it, you're going to pay a fine. You give them work to do. I'm saying, like, you keep the state trooper busy. You give them a job.
Oh, damn. All right. Well, who else got one? Those are mine. It's like
no, the only one I have is to be on time. So, Said, what time is it?
Sid got mad and left. Oh man, Sly, you got anything this week?
No.
Okay. Joe, you already got yours. Tiffany, you got something?
Do I what?
You have anything or anybody for our segment, Kill Yourself and Start Over, or you can say reset and start over?
I would say, who do I have one for this week? I would say kill yourself and start over to whoever was playing on my phone earlier. That's what I would say to them. So yeah, kill yourself, then start over to the male or female that was playing on my phone and saying that I got played, but little do she or he knows they got played, because I don't even know who they are and I'm not even with anyone. So you're playing on someone's phone that doesn't care. So yeah, kill yourself and start over, whoever that was.
Listen to Inside the Cave now on iHeartRadio for more thought-provoking ignorance. Listen to the Cleves Report with Ro now on iTunes. Hey ladies, it's time for To Tell the Truth. Ladies, let's talk about it with Sly on Inside the Cave.
Sly, what's the second question this week?
The second question is, crap. Shit. If your significant other's past came up, would it ruin your current relationship?
Oh.
No.
That's a great question.
I posted it. It's up in the group. I'm gonna pin it to the top.
That's a great question. I think it should.
I think it would. I think it would definitely affect your current relationship.
Because you say you're one person and then you end up being somebody else. Yeah, we got problems. That's definitely renegotiation time. Can your a secret from their past life, from your significant other's past life affect your current relationship? All right, that's Sly. Make sure you join our Facebook group. Tiffany, I want to see you in our Facebook group. It's actually growing. So a couple people left. I saw that too. So maybe we might have been too much for some people, but it's all good. But yeah, join it. Inside the Cave podcast group, Facebook. We doing it. I want to give a shout out to everybody who listened to our Best Of show last week. It seemed like our Best Of show do better numbers the second time it's aired than the original. So shout out to everybody that enjoyed that. A lot of feedback. That's all good. Now it's time for our favorite part of the show. Tell me something, Joe.
Got dirty headlines, nasty stories, freaky tales. It's time for the Dirt Sheets with Joe Dirt on Inside the Cave.
What's up, man? With Thanksgiving right around the corner, I have things that I might be thankful for if we sitting around the table talking about things, that you're thankful for Thanksgiving.
Okay.
All right. I ain't saying I'm thankful for them, but they might be on the list.
Might be, okay.
We got Twitter. Might be thankful for Twitter.
Really? Why is that?
That's because of Nina Kay and Veronica Rodriguez.
Oh, yes.
I might be thankful for their Twitter account.
Yes, I know I'm definitely thankful for that.
All right. Next one be number 4, Tumblr.
Yeah.
The Queen She Nasty Tumblr. You got to check that out.
What's her name?
Queen She Nasty.
On Tumblr. Okay, we definitely got to check that.
I might be, not saying I am thankful for it, but I might be.
Might be thankful. Okay, got you.
The third one is
might be.
Might be. X videos.
X videos, right? Okay.
Videos, yeah. I say a former Alias friend of mine put me on the X videos. He decided to change his life. I'm personally not down with that. So.
Right.
I like to hold him, but the next one is Arnie's Idol Hour. If you ever in Chicago, go check out Arnie's Idol Hour. thankful for that.
You might be thankful for Arnie's Idol. Damn.
For Arnie's Idol and everything that comes along with it. And number one thing that I might be thankful for Thanksgiving, just might be, is Asian massage parlors.
Oh.
And the happy ending.
Then
you gotta go to the ones with the tinted windows.
Right. And you saying you might be.
Might not that I am, but I might be.
You might be. Right. And he said, go to the one with the tinted windows.
With the tinted windows.
Cool. Yeah, that's a lot to be thankful for. Yeah.
Might be thankful for that.
Might be thankful for. Might be. That was the Dirt Sheets with Joe Dirt.
The Dirt Sheets by Joe Dirt.
All right, Tiffany, you've been with us the whole show. Thank you once again. Tell everybody whatever you want to say. Promote whatever you're going to say. First of all, let me say thank you for turning down the game tonight to stay on the show with us. You are a Hawks member, you said?
Yes, I am a Hawks member, so I missed the basketball game tonight. I love basketball, but I wanted to tune in and catch up with you guys and be inside the cave tonight.
Right. So
what you playing tonight?
Sacramento.
Oh, you ain't missed none.
How you gonna tell me what I missed? You know what? Oh, y'all with all this shit talking.
But you know what? Women don't go to the basketball game to watch basketball. They go there to be seen and everything else. You know, they go there to get chose. That's all they. So, I
go there for multiple reasons, but including watching the game. Okay.
So I thank you for turning down. I thank you for turning down a chance to get chose to come on Inside the Cave, Tiff. I appreciate that.
Well, thanks for having me. Tell your audience to follow me on Instagram, Official Simmons Law, or The Plug's Lawyer. Grab my books, Law and Family Order, Bass Law, The Plug's Lawyer, all available on our website as well as Amazon and Kindle and Barnes and Nobles. Catch us in your city. I'm doing the Good Girl with Trap Habits book tour, so we may be in your area. And if you need an undefeated attorney, call Simmons Law 404-461-8422.
Atta girl, Tiff. Thank you for always coming on like you always do. Sly, you got anything before we get out of here?
Catch us in the group, Inside the Cave podcast group. Submit a request and we're going to let you in. Right. We're going to ask questions and we want some truthful answers.
Yeah, we be promoting the show on there as well, talking shit. It's a good time. Don't listen to Cat. The group is all fun. Don't listen to Cat.
Yeah, don't listen to Cat. Don't listen to Cat.
Joe, you got anything? Get out of here.
Yeah, tell all the listeners, write in with some of the stuff that you might be thankful for Thanksgiving.
Great point. Maybe we'll post that in the group too. Yeah, that's a good idea. We'll post that in the group and everything else too. Follow me, my new page at Black Bill O'Reilly. It's not spelled like the real Bill O'Reilly. It's spelled like the way I spell O'Reilly. Follow that at Black Bill O'Reilly on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter at I'm the Real CB. Shout out to Big Dog, wherever he's at, and all the rest of the guys said for showing up. Valleyville, International D, Cousin Lamar, everybody else who enrolled it. Make sure you go to check out the Cleves Report podcast. Great shows, man. I'm telling you. If you got hey, Tiff, do me a favor.
Yes.
Subscribe to Roland. You remember Roland, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, subscribe to his new podcast, man, on it's called The Cleves Report. Real good. I'm telling you. Real good podcast. All right. So check that out. These updates every Monday. New podcast by The Cleves Report. All right. With that said, we'll catch y'all ass next week with our special guest, John Blue. Hopefully, if I didn't mess it up, coming on next week for our Thanksgiving episode of Inside the Cave.
Thank you for listening to Inside the Cave. Inside the Cave now brings you the official store to get all things Cave Crush and Inside the Cave at cavecrushshop.com. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Cave Crush and like our Facebook page, Cave Crush Shop.
Inside the Cave.
Inside the Cave. Inside the Cave. Inside the Cave. Inside the Cave. You're on the #1 show, Inside the Cave.
Free Lee Films.